Welcome to the daily briefing where we bring you the latest on the numbers of the COVID. Joined with Brian Whitaker and Chairman Mark Kern. Brian, you got the numbers today.
Yes, sir. In St. Clair County, we've tested 364,705. That's an increase of 687 since yesterday. Positive test results are 31,154. That's an increase of 5 since yesterday. Those are males and females under the age of 10 up to their 30s. And that brings our daily county positivity to 0.7%. Negative test results are 333,551. And deaths related to COVID-19 in St. Clair County remain at 479. For those that have completed their IDPH required 10-day isolation period, we're at 30,539. For state totals, they've tested 24,731,489. Positive test results of 1,383,739, which is an increase of 674 since yesterday. Sadly, the state did announce 23 additional COVID-19 related deaths, bringing the statewide death total to 22,865. For hospitalization numbers, those hospitalized in St. Clair County hospitals, we have 7 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness, with 0 patients on ventilators. Regionally, there are 18 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness, with 2 patients on ventilators. We have no changes at our congregate living facilities, and testing does remain available Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at St. Clair Square and daily at various pharmacies and urgent care centers throughout the county. So it's important, if you feel like you've been exposed or are displaying symptoms of COVID-19, go down and get that test so you can be certain. I'll now turn it over to the chairman for his update.
Great, thank you, Brian. I drove by 330 West Main. It looks like there's plenty of opportunity for people to go there. No appointment necessary, and it looked like they had plenty of capacity there.
They're taking quite a few in. Over 100 today is scheduled. So
That's great. That's great. Okay, we'll take a look at the zip code report for today. 62205, we're down 1 to 688. 62206, up 1 to 1,444. 62207, up 1 to 652. 62220, up 3 to 2,223. 62221, down 1 to 2,972. 62226, up 1 to 3,413. 62260, up 1 to 843, and 62269, up 1 to 3,489. 5 new positives today, 687 people tested, makes our county positivity go up a little bit to 0.7%. Remember, yesterday it was the lowest that we could remember at 0.6%. But our average 7-day rolling average does go down to 2.8%. And the regional positivity is down to 2% today because Bond County is at 1.4, Clinton 0.7, Madison 1.5, Monroe 2.0, Randolph negative 0.9%, St. Clair 0.8%, and Washington County negative 1.9%. Hospitalizations, Herb, in St. Clair County, 7 people are in the hospital, none on ventilators. I think with the numbers trending in this direction, I think probably it's time that we start discussing the daily briefing, and perhaps I know that you've been talking about maybe it becomes a weekly briefing. So
Yeah, I think, we've got until June the 11th. The governor announced the other day that we're on track, and so we got that date penciled in on big red letters on the calendar because that's a day we're all waiting for. And like I said, with these numbers continue to go that way, but I think it's still going to be important with 330 West Main, over 100 appointments there today. There's still opportunity out there. We still have citizens out there that haven't had their mind made up. We still get those calls from certain people just saying, well, I don't know, I don't know if I want to. I want to see what's happening. Well, we've been doing it now for all this time, so a little bit longer is not going to hurt. But even a weekly day, like we talked about, maybe on a Wednesday, to give the Team St. Clair followers a weekly update. We did that several months ago, And of course, then when things started spiking, we said we'd go back to daily.
It's important to keep track of the numbers. I noticed in the latest session in Illinois, the governors had a bill passed that put an incentive program in place for people to get their vaccines. So I mean, it's pretty clear that there are plenty of people out there that have not been vaccinated yet. It's clear from our numbers, today and yesterday, everyone that has contracted COVID is under 40. I think that is an age group that became eligible later, and so naturally they would still be in the process of getting vaccinated. So anything that can be done to encourage people to get vaccines, whether it is a daily briefing or a weekly briefing, I think it's important to keep our hand in this, to let Team St. Clair know where the stats are, and if we start to see changes that are disconcerting, it allows us to then start to make some changes again to try to keep COVID-19 out of this community.
Exactly. And, 447 days we've been through this, and we have had so many of our citizens become members of Team St. Clair, spreading the word. And I wanted to just take a moment today because we lost one of not only a Team St. Clair member, but one of our employees that's been with here at the county, the EMA office, former fire chief of Fairview Heights, Don Fair, passed away today. He'd been battling some illnesses for the last 4 or 5 years, and even the days that he wasn't feeling well, he was showing up to work. And he was just a gentleman that was full of a lot of knowledge, as you know, from years ago. Just loved St. Clair County, and he loved these briefings. Him and his wife would call and just tell me how informational it was, and he was always spreading the word because he knew what we were doing here at the county was the right thing to be doing. So our condolences go out to Kathy and his entire family. It's one of those calls that you get early in the morning that you don't want to get. But Don Fair will be missed. A lot of the firemen, the fire chiefs I've talked to today, everybody always had something good to say about Don Fair. So hopefully he's not suffering now, and he knows that we're going to continue to fight this fight because he kept up with us every day. We don't have Cindy with us today, so we'll be back tomorrow for day 448 with some more information, and we'll let you know about if it's going to be a weekly briefing here after the June the 11th. Everybody had a good evening.